Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Maximus Trades video. Today I'll be going over my new series, which is my model series, which I'll be kind of going over the model which got me funded at 16 years old, and I'll be going over some live backtesting examples starting from the month of September of 2025, and I'll be kind of trading throughout the series, tracking my profit and tracking how well my model does, just not only to kind of show you guys it works, but hopefully you guys can learn and utilize this model in your own trading. And again, this is not financial advice. It's just simply me just sharing my successful model with you guys, and it's up to you to what you guys want to do with it. So, as you guys already know, if you guys have been following the channel, there's been one other series going on, which is my 150 to $1,000 live trading challenge, and that's doing pretty well. But I also wanted to start this other series for a model series because the days I'm not trading or the things like weekends, I just want to make sure I can keep getting content out to you guys to help you guys learn, help you guys become better traders. And yeah, this is probably the best way I can do it because it helps me share with you guys the model that got me funded at 16 years old, funded trader, and yeah, it's really helpful for not only for me to get better, but for you guys as well. And I would strongly recommend, if you guys haven't watched my previous model video on the channel where I fully break down every single step and confluence of my model that I use, and I've shown the proof that I am funded, I would totally recommend you guys go check that out. Because if you are confused or you don't really know what I'm doing on the charts when I'm talking about like certain things like SMTs for value gaps levels, definitely go and check that out. And also, you guys might want to watch like TGR or PB Trades videos because they explain things like SMTs for value gaps a lot better than what I do. So feel free to definitely watch those guys and kind of come back and utilize what you learned there here. So without further ado, let's start off. It's September 1st on this. Is that just the FX replay random session? We have $100,000, so we'll see what we can do with it here. So, hopping in, this is market open already. Alright, so let's get into day one, day one of our back testing. So, hopping right into the S&P, let's mark out our 4-hour confluences here. So, we have these relative equal lows down here. And if you guys don't really know the steps of my strategy, I'll walk through them really quickly. So, basically all it is a key level getting hit, which could be your session high, session low, 4-hour or 1-hour high. Then 2, we have our 5-minute confirmation, which is either going to be an SMT or an inverse for value gap. Then we have our 5-minute continuation, which is either a candle equilibrium retrace or an unfilled for value gap in our direction getting hit. Then we wait for a 1-minute confirmation, and then our last step is just targeting draws in our direction. So these are essentially all the steps, really. And I do strongly recommend, if you haven't seen the previous video, watch that previous video where I fully dissect and break down what each of these steps mean. And it's a lot more easier to understand than me just going through it in like 10 seconds. But essentially, those are the steps I'll be following. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and mark out our confluences. It's pretty late, so I'm probably going to only do one trade today, so see if we can win or lose. Hopefully we can start off this series with a bang. But let's get into it. This can be a quick video, but we'll see what we can do here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mark out. By the way, when I mark out these vertical lines, this is just the London session. So when I mark out London session, it just gives me an idea, like a better idea of what price did before market, and can maybe give me an inclination. But right now it just dumps, doesn't really give me too much help. I just do love marking it out. I feel like it's really helpful for me. But all I'm seeing is we're at these lows, this 4-hour order block kind of thing here. We're close below that. Actually, we might make an SMT on Nasdaq if we can reach these relative equal lows before the S&P. So let's see what happens there. But anyway, I don't really know what we're gonna do direction wise. I think we're probably just gonna keep dumping to those lows because they're such strong draws. But let me just get the news going here. So I want to see if you have any news today. Wow, we have Trump speaking today at 2, so that's gonna be pretty big. But we'll see what can happen here. So yeah, we do end up going down and basically almost touching. Well, yeah, we do end up going down and touching this low, which is nice. Good to know. And the S&P, again, we were way above that low, so that gives us our 5-minute SMT and our both our 5-minute SMT and our key level getting hit. Because as you can see on Nasdaq, we went all the way down and we touched this low right here. This is marked out here. But the S&P, we're still well above this low, which is down there. We didn't mark it out, so we're still well above. Yeah, well above that low. So this is our 5-minute SMT. Which is our 5-minute confirmation and our key level getting hit. So now I'm just gonna wait for this candle to close. So now all I'm looking for is a equilibrium retrace of this candle, which is just the 50% line of this candle. I want price to retrace down to that range or unfilled bearish bullish for value gap if we make one. But doesn't look like we're gonna get any of that. Okay, wait. So we do end up coming down and retesting the equilibrium of this candle. I just want to see if we can actually come down and retest the fair value gap. There we go. So we've come down and actually retested this. We've kind of went up a lot. We kind of pumped a little, but we've kind of slowed down at these equal highs over here. So let's see if we have SMT. We do have a bearish SMT as of now because S&P is not at these relative equal highs, which is a big source of liquidity, but NQ is. So I want to see what price reacts off of here. So we have a 5-minute SMT. Again, this still counts as a key level over here because it's a London high, which is part of our key level. It's the session high. It necessarily does not hold as much value as like a 4-hour high like this. On Nasdaq, a 4-hour low like this getting swept, but it's still there. So it could mean a potential retrace. So it could be something that probably we don't want to enter longs at this time because of SMT. However, if the SMT is not held, it can be something good. So we have a 5-minute thing. I'm gonna wait for a 1-minute confirmation here. So if we have a continuation close above this, I probably will enter longs and holding off here because again we have all of our confluences. We have our key level getting it down here. We have our 5-minute SMT down here, and we have our 5-minute continuation with this for value getting held. So I want to see what price does here. So we've actually come down and cool, we inverse this gap here, which is something that's really interesting now. So I think we're definitely going to end up taking shorts here because we have that 5-minute SMT, which is our 5-minute confirmation right here, right? And now we are pretty much dumping below this level. And something I should have done for sure is mark out this equilibrium of here. So we did end up retracing into equilibrium of these candles here, which would have been really good for us, but we didn't. So I'm probably going to wait till we close below this level or something, or retrace back into the inversion range. Just like that. Yeah, perfect. So we retrace back to this inversion range and we inverse this 1-minute for value gap. So all I'm really looking to do is probably get a continuation close below here and then probably enter shorts. So let's see what happens. Looks like we're just going to be choppy for a bit. Don't mind it too much. It's going to be interesting here. I don't know what's going to happen. We're either going to... Okay, yeah, there's a close below. Now, I want to wait for a definite like retest at least because we just took out so much liquidity into this fair value gap. Okay, clean. Retest. And then I want to see what we're doing on... Yes. Yeah. You know what? I might take shorts now. Down to these because we just retested the inversion of that value gap. So I'm probably going to take shorts now, put these stops above the 50% line of this value gap and target these lows. So let's see how deep can I target. Yeah, probably down to this second line here. So a 1 to 3 looking reward to risk, not too shabby. Let's see if we can hit this trade. Getting started on the series on a high note. Looks like we end up going down. We're looking pretty good. Pretty good right now. Bang, TP1 has been hit, so I'm going to go ahead and actually close 50% of my position there. So take 50% off of our position. Boom. And now we're at break even, so it's looking pretty clean. Then again, I want to see what S&P is doing. Yeah, we're well below these lows, so I think we're probably just going to free fall to a full TP. So hopefully that's what happens. Let's gonna speed it up here and see what happens now. But anywhere at break even, so we're good. Looks like we're kind of reversing maybe. Come back up. Push back down, and we get stopped at our break even. Honestly, not too mad about that. I mean, we made a hefty amount of money on 100K. We made basically 2K there. Our TP1 got smashed, break even. Not too mad about that, but that just shows like how fluid this model is. Even though we had this chop here, we were patient. We waited for this 5 minute. Sorry, we were patient. We waited for this little 5 minute kind of close below. Plus, then you might have been thinking like, oh, we missed the move here when we kind of came all the way down here. Like even though we took out this liquidity, I knew that we're definitely gonna have a retest of this inversion gap right here, or whatever. We're gonna have a retest of the inversion gap, or maybe this value gap here. We're definitely gonna have a retest because we took out so much liquidity to the downside, right? And I know a lot of people might have been like, oh, you missed the move, especially with this little leg right here. Wait, this little down leg right here. Oh, you missed the move, but we actually waited patiently for the retest, and we entered at basically the right time after we kind of had this for value gap get invalidated here with this close. It was, even though it was a small one, we targeted, we set up our targets, we closed half our position there, here, right here, half our position at the pre-market high, pre-market low, and we just got to stop that out at break even. But overall, for episode 1 of the model series, a good trade, good little start to this series, and hopefully tomorrow, if I don't take a trade, I will definitely post episode 2 of this model series where we can continue our winning streak. We already have one, so might as well just pull up the analytics right here. So 100K, yeah, we're at just a 100K account. Took one trade pretty clean, so hopefully you can grow this account to like in a month, like hopefully imagine we double it. That'd be pretty good. But anyway, good episode 1, model series, new series getting started here in Maximus Trades. So hopefully hopefully we trade tomorrow. If we get a good setup, hopefully we can trade, make some money, continue the other challenge, the 150 1000 one. But anyway, that's enough for today. It's Maximus Trades. We're out. Hopefully we catch you guys in the next one.